is part one of a leg workout. Today we're going to be focusing on inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes, and probably some other leg muscles as well. So let's get started. If you want for this workout, you can use your magic circle for some of the things that we're going to be doing. You can also use a ball, or as we've done in the past, you can use just a folded towel between your legs for some of these exercises. We are going to start on our backs, taking either your magic circle, your ball, or your towel, and placing it between your inner thighs. And we'll just do some simple crunches. So what we want to do for these is to try to maintain a nice controlled feeling right here in your core. We're going to keep a neutral spine. You're going to be pulling your belly button back toward your spine, but we're only coming up to the point where you still see that you're on a flat plane here. So it's just inhale, bring it down. Exhale, squeeze, and you're just lifting a very little bit. Inhale and exhale, lift. So you're really not flattening your entire lower back into the mat. You're keeping a neutral spine. Exhale, lift, and a neutral pelvis. So you can balance your teacup on your pelvis there. Inhale and exhale, lift. We're really just working within that small little range of motion. It's not much, but it's getting the job done. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Squeeze as you lift. Inhale, bring it down. And exhale, squeeze as you lift. Let's go to the legs up in tabletop now, so it gets a little harder to maintain your back position. What we want to do now is go into the more supported position where you are flattening your lower back onto the mat. Take a breath in and exhale, lift up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift. This squeeze is optional, but of course it is going to add more inner thigh work. And now we're going to change it up a little bit. Hold up here, take an inhale. Exhale, lift and go a little higher. Now inhale, drop your legs and your head at the same time. And exhale, lift and bring everything together. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, lowering, making sure that as your legs lower, you're not letting your spine arch. You got to make sure that you keep that contraction, keeping the belly button pulled down toward your spine, even as those legs are dropping down. So just don't drop them too far if you find that your back is pulling. And two more. Inhale and exhale. Good, and bring the feet back down. Okay, let's do a couple. I'll face front. You're going to bring your circle in front of you, or your ball, and place your right leg on the top. So your heel is hanging off. It's just under the ankle area there. Your other leg you can place in the circle. If you have a ball, just put your leg to the side. So I'm putting some of my weight on my hands back here, and on the exhale, pressing down. So we're really working on the backs of the legs. Inhale and exhale, press. Now, of course, you're keeping your abs pulled in, and you're having that feeling of staying lifted, the crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. So just because the legs are doing the work right now, don't take the core out of the exercise. Inhale and exhale, press it down. Inhale, exhale, press. Lift up and lower. Now, of course, if you don't have a ball or a circle, you can do this exercise. You won't have the resistance, so it'll be more of a quad exercise than a hamstring exercise. All good. And hold it down many pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So we're going to change legs. So secure that right leg in, left leg up, down. And again, leaning back slightly on the fingers, lifting up through your chest. Exhale, press down. Inhale and exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Feel the abs contract. Try to keep those shoulders from creeping up like this. You want to stay lifted and tall. Inhale and exhale. Lift up and lower. You don't have to point your toe really hard. You can end up getting a little bit of a cramp in your calf if you do that. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. 2 more slow ones. And lower, and then we're going to hold on this next one. Hold it down there and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, bring it out. And let's go ahead and do one more laying on our backs for our inner thighs and legs. We're going to do the corkscrew. So go ahead and lay down, bring the legs up toward the ceiling, and place your ball or circle or towel in between. You can, if you like, keep your hands underneath your behind or just keep them by your side. We're going to drop the legs over to the left, inhaling. Exhale, squeezing the circle slightly and bringing it up to the top. Now let's reverse the direction. Inhale, we bring it over to the right. Exhale, down, around and up. And then the other way. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, squeeze it as you bring it on. And reverse. So each time we're reversing, you're only lowering your legs as far as you can. Maintain a supported back. So we want to keep everything flat on the mat during this. Inhale, bring it down. Squeeze and lift. And one more time. Inhale, drop. Exhale, around and up. Good. Bend the knees. And let's rock ourselves back up. Okay, so let's move on to some outer thigh work. So we're going to try the upright position for the side series. This is much more challenging than laying down. To get in position for our side leg series, upright, go ahead and get on your knees, and we're going to stretch out the right leg. So just take your right leg and stretch it out. Now just reach down for the floor with the left arm, and see that your position is your hip is over your knee on the left leg there. So stretch out the right leg now, and we're in position to start. You can keep your hand on your hip, or to make it even more challenging, you can always put your hand behind your head. So here we go from here. Pulling it forward with a flex, point and push it back. And pull it forward, and point and push it back. We're trying to keep this leg up and in line with the hip, not letting it drop down. Bring it forward and push it back. And bring it forward and push it back. Now we're going to make circles around and up for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. We only got one more exercise in this position. I know it's a challenge. Let's go into the bicycle. So bringing the leg up, around, and forward again. And around. So again, I'm trying to keep that leg in line with my hip. Reverse your direction. And around. And that bottom hip is probably feeling it too. Around and back. One more time. Around and back. Great job. Come on up. And we'll switch it to the other side. So you can start by just stretching out. Stretch out your left leg here. And then just tilt down. Get the hand on the hip. And lift that leg up. So we'll bring it forward. And point and bring it back and forward. So you're really trying to get it as far in front and in back of you as possible. And point it back. And one more time, bring it forward and point it back. So now we'll bring it straight out and go for our circles. 5 in each direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Mini rest here. And we'll readjust and get ready for our bicycle. Bring the leg up, stretch it out, back, and around. Stretch it out, and back. Around, stretch it out, and we reverse. So bring it back, and forward, and around, and forward. Last one. Around. And forward. Good. Okay, so those glutes and back of your hips should be feeling it now. Let's do a nice stretch on your back. We'll take the right ankle and cross it over your left thigh and gently pull that leg toward you. Should really be feeling that stretch on this right hip here. You can rock it side to side. And then let's come out of that side and bring the other leg up. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Let it sink in there. And when you're ready, go ahead and pull it closer toward you. And you can rock it out. Okay, let's rock ourselves. Actually, let's pull ourselves up using a teaser. Inhale. Exhale, try to just lift up. Lift, lift, lift. Okay, so now for the hip flexors, we're going to drop the heels toward the floor and exhale, lift the legs up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Now, this is going to be much more challenging if you can do it with straight legs. Now, lift the legs up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Make sure you're keeping your belly pulled in and lift.